Every great success story starts with a simple question: why not you? If someone else can do it, why not you? If they can rise from nothing to something, why not you? If they can win, grind, and build a legacy, why not you? Listen to me. I know what it feels like to wake up and wonder why life had to be this hard. I know what it feels like when you ask yourself, why me? Why do I have to go through this? Why can't I just catch a break? But let me tell you something you don't see right now. Your struggle is not your weakness. Your struggle is your superpower. The things you've been through, the nights you cried yourself to sleep, the times you were broken, overlooked, and underestimated. Those moments weren't there to destroy you. They were there to prepare you. See, diamonds don't get made without pressure. Gold doesn't get purified without fire, and greatness doesn't get built without struggle. You think you're at a disadvantage, but you're not. You think you're high, but you're not. Every challenge you face is shaping you into the kind of person who doesn't quit when it gets hard, the kind of person who can take pain and turn it into power. The world celebrates the success, but it's the struggle that creates the success story. The greatest athletes, the greatest leaders, the greatest entrepreneurs, every single one of them went through a season of struggle that looked impossible. But instead of folding, they flipped the script. Instead of asking, why me? They started asking, why not me? You don't realize this yet, but the very thing you think is breaking you is the very thing building you. Your story, your pain, your struggle, that's the weapon nobody else has. People with easy lives don't develop resilience. People who never struggle don't know how to fight. But you've been fighting all your life. That's why you've got the heart of a warrior, even if you don't feel it right now. Think about it. How many times have you been knocked down, and yet here you are? How many times did life hit you with something you didn't think you could handle, but somehow you made it through? That's proof that you are stronger than you think. That's proof that every struggle you faced was building a muscle you didn't even know you had. Your struggle gives you perspective. Your struggle gives you empathy. Your struggle gives you grit. When you win after you've struggled, you appreciate it more because you know what it cost you. When you succeed after you've suffered, you walk different, you talk different, because you know what it took to get there. Stop running from the struggle and start embracing it. Stop seeing it as punishment and start seeing it as preparation. The storm you're in right now is not there to drown you. It's there to teach you how to sail. The fire you're in right now is not there to burn you. It's there to make you unbreakable. Every champion has scars. Every winner has wounds. The difference is they didn't let their wounds define them. They let their wounds refine them. And that's what you've got to do. Stop thinking your struggle makes you less than. It makes you more than. It gives you a testimony. It gives you a reason to keep pushing when everybody else quits. Don't you see it? The very thing you thought was your curse is actually your calling card. Wrong. That pain you've been through is the key that's going to unlock doors for somebody else. Somebody out there needs your story. Somebody needs to hear how you survived, how you kept going, how you refused to quit. Your struggle is not just for you. It's for every single person who will be inspired when they see you rise from it. So stop hiding your scars. Wear them like armor. Stop despising your struggle. It's the greatest gift you've ever been given. Because when you finally win, when you finally succeed, when you finally break through, you won't just be another success story. Wrong. You'll be living proof that struggle isn't something to be ashamed of. It's something to be proud of, because your struggle is your superpower. Excuses are the easiest thing in the world to make, and that's why they're worthless. You can wake up every single day and find a reason why you can't, why you won't, why it's too hard, too late, too unfair. But hear me clearly, excuses don't pay bills. Excuses don't feed your family. Excuses don't put food on the table, gas in the car, or a roof over your head. Excuses don't get you closer to your dream. Execution does. It's always easy to point the finger at what you don't have. You don't have the money. You don't have the connections. You don't have the education. You don't have the time. You don't have the support. But while you're stacking excuses, somebody else with less than you is stacking wins. Somebody with fewer resources, less help, fewer opportunities is making it happen because they refuse to let excuses be louder than execution. Life doesn't care about your excuses. Rent is still due. That bill collector still wants their payment. That opportunity you keep pushing back won't wait forever. You can stand in front of the mirror all day explaining to yourself why you're not where you want to be, but the mirror doesn't lie. It reflects exactly what you've put in. You've got to stop treating excuses like they're valid currency. You can't cash them in. You can't deposit them. You can't buy success with them. All excuses do is keep you comfortable in the same place you've been stuck. And the truth is, deep down, you know this, every time you use an excuse, you feel it in your chest, you know you just robbed yourself. Think about the grind. Think about those moments when you didn't feel like showing up, but you did anyway. Didn't it pay off? Didn't you feel stronger, prouder, more capable afterward? That's proof that excuses only rob you of the best version of yourself. Wrong. There are people out there right now hustling with less. There are single mothers working 2 jobs, going to school, raising kids, and still chasing dreams. There are people who came from nothing, no support system, no guidance, no resources, and they're building empires. Why? Because they didn't waste time explaining why it couldn't be done. They put their energy into figuring out how it could be done. The problem is you want the reward without the responsibility. You want the success without the sacrifice. You want the dream without the discipline. But it doesn't work that way. The world doesn't care about how good your excuses sound. The world responds to results. Stop telling yourself you'll start tomorrow. Stop convincing yourself that when the timing is right, when things are easier, when you've got more resources, then you'll go all in. That moment will never come. If you can't execute now with what you have, you won't execute later when you have more. Because success isn't about resources, it's about resourcefulness. Every excuse you hold on to is a chain keeping you from moving forward. Every excuse is weight you're carrying that doesn't belong to you. Imagine what your life would look like if you dropped the excuses and picked up responsibility. Imagine what you could build if you stopped explaining and started executing. Nobody's gonna pay your bills for you. Nobody's gonna chase your dream for you. Nobody's gonna hand you the life you want wrapped in a bow. You've got to earn it. You've got to grind for it. You've got to wake up every single day and decide, I refuse to let excuses run my life. Because excuses don't create freedom. Excuses don't create opportunity. Excuses don't create legacy. The only thing excuses do is keep you broken, and stuck in the same cycle. The only thing that changes your reality is action. The only thing that pays bills is execution. The only thing that builds dreams is discipline. The only thing that creates success is relentless work ethic. And until you embrace that, you'll always be rich in excuses, but poor in results. From the moment you decided to dream big, somebody doubted you. Somebody rolled their eyes. Somebody laughed under their breath. Somebody told you, you can't do that. Maybe it was a teacher. Maybe it was your own family. Maybe it was a so-called friend. And for a while, their words cut deep. For a while, you started believing them. But listen to me, your life is not about proving them right. Your life is about proving them wrong, and even more than that, proving yourself right. Because deep down, you know what you're capable of. Deep down, you know there's something in you greater than the circumstances you were born into. Deep down, you know that dream wasn't placed inside of you by accident. So when the world tells you, you can't, your job is to answer back. Watch me. Prove them wrong. Prove every single person who said you were average, who said you weren't smart enough, who said you weren't talented enough, who said you weren't built for this. Prove them wrong by outworking them. Prove them wrong by showing up day after day when they expected you to quit. Prove them wrong by becoming so consistent, so disciplined, so locked in that they have no choice but to respect your grind. But listen, proving them wrong is only half the battle. Because at the end of the day, their opinion doesn't matter as much as yours. The bigger fight is proving yourself right. You've been telling yourself for years that you're destined for something greater. You've been looking in the mirror saying, one day I'm gonna make it. One day I'm gonna change everything. Well, that one day doesn't come from talking. It comes from working. It comes from sacrifice. It comes from proving that the voice inside of you that said you were chosen wasn't lying. Prove yourself, right? By keeping the promises you made to yourself. You said you were going to wake up early, then wake up early. You said you were going to be consistent, then stay consistent. You said you were going to chase your dream until it became reality, then stop running from the grind and run toward it. Every time you follow through, you're proving yourself right. Every time you push past the urge to quit, you're proving yourself right. Every time you keep going when everything in you says stop, you're proving yourself right. You don't owe your haters an explanation. You don't owe your doubters an argument. You don't need to waste your energy trying to convince people with words. Let your results do the talking. Let your actions be the evidence. Let your success be the answer to every person who said you couldn't. Silence the noise, not with your mouth, but with your execution. When you walk across that stage, when you buy that house, when you start that business, when you create that legacy, the people who doubted you won't have anything left to say. They'll be forced to swallow their words. But more importantly, you'll stand there knowing you kept your word to yourself. You'll know you didn't just prove them wrong. You proved yourself right. This is bigger than revenge. This is bigger than proving somebody else wrong just to spite them. This is about showing the world and showing yourself that everything you believed about your own potential was real. That everything you saw in your dreams was possible. That you were right to trust the vision inside of you when nobody else did. So stop wasting time arguing. Stop wasting time waiting for approval. Stop wasting time second guessing yourself. Get to work. Grind harder than they expect. Push further than they thought you could. Show up every single day like your life depends on it. Because at the end of the day, it does prove them wrong by not quitting. Prove yourself right by finishing. Prove them wrong by breaking through every limit they tried to put on you. Prove yourself right by becoming the version of you that you always believed you could be. Every single day you delay, every single day you hesitate, every single day you say maybe tomorrow instead of lies today, you're not just holding yourself back. You're holding somebody else back. You think your dream is just about you, but it's not. Somebody's waiting on your yes. Somebody's waiting on you to step into your purpose so they can find the courage to step into theirs. Somebody's waiting on you to break through so they know it's possible to break through too. When you stay silent, somebody else stays stuck. When you quit, somebody else gives themselves permission to quit too. But when you say yes, when you rise, when you grind, when you push past your fear and your excuses, somebody watching you says, if they can do it, I can do it too. Do you realize how much power that carries? Do you realize that your decision doesn't just change your life, it changes lives around you? Think about your family. Think about the people who depend on you. Think about the next generation. They're not waiting on another excuse. They're not waiting on you to explain why it's so hard. They're waiting on you to show them that it can be done. Your kids, your little brothers and sisters, your community, they're waiting for you to stand up and say yes so they can believe it's possible for them too. Somebody is praying for a role model. Somebody is desperate for proof that their dream isn't crazy. Somebody is watching your every move, even if you don't know it. And when they see you say yes to discipline, yes to sacrifice, yes to the grind, they get permission to believe in themselves. That's why you can't quit. That's why you can't keep waiting. Because somebody's breakthrough is attached to your obedience. You've been running from the responsibility, but responsibility is where greatness lies. You've been saying, I'm not ready, I'm not qualified, I don't have what it takes. But that's the very reason you've got to say yes, is because you're not supposed to have it all figured out. You grow into it, you build into it. You don't say yes because you're ready, you say yes because it's time. Look at history. Look at every person who ever changed the world. They weren't perfect. They weren't fully prepared. But they had the courage to say yes. And because they did, millions of lives were impacted. You might not change millions, but you can change one. And that one can change another. And before you know it, your yes creates a chain reaction that outlives you. But if you keep saying no, if you keep letting fear win, if you keep letting doubt control you, then you're not just robbing yourself, you're robbing everybody connected to you. You're robbing your family of the life they deserve. You're robbing your community of the leader they need. You're robbing the world of the gift you were born to give. Don't you see how heavy this is? Don't you see how urgent this is? Your yes is not optional. Your yes is necessary. Your yes is bigger than you. Your yes is tied to somebody else's freedom, somebody else's healing, somebody else's breakthrough. The question is, how long are you going to keep them waiting? How long are you going to hide behind excuses? How long are you going to play small when you were built to stand tall? Every second you waste is another second somebody is waiting on you. Say yes. Say yes to the grind. Say yes to the discipline. Say yes to the dream you keep putting off. Say yes to becoming the person you were called to be. Somebody out there is waiting and they can't move until you do. Everybody wants the success. Everybody wants the reward. Everybody wants the dream, but nobody wants the grind that comes with it. Let me make it clear, hard work has no substitutes. You can't pray your way around it. You can't wish your way through it. You can't shortcut, skip, or hack your way to the top. At the end of the day, it always comes down to the work. Talent is great, but talent without work is wasted. Intelligence is great, but intelligence without work is lazy. Connections, resources, opportunities, they might open the door, but if you don't put in the work, you won't stay in the room. That's the truth people don't like to hear. They want to believe there's some magic formula, some secret sauce, some way to bypass the struggle, but there isn't. The grind is the grind, and nobody escapes it. You can admire successful people all you want, but don't get it twisted. What you're admiring isn't just their lifestyle, it's the sweat, the sacrifice, and the relentless discipline that got them there. You can copy their habits, you can mimic their routines, but if you don't work with the same hunger, you'll never get the same results. Because hard work has no substitutes. You can't buy it, you can't rent it, you can't borrow it from somebody else. You've got to put in your own. The gym won't let you pay somebody else to work out for you and expect results in your body. The classroom won't let somebody else take the test for you and give you the diploma. Life doesn't work that way. You either grind for it yourself or you don't get it at all. And here's the crazy part. Most people know this, but they still run from it. They still look for an easier way. They still try to cut corners. But every shortcut eventually exposes itself. You can't cheat the grind. You might get lucky once. You might stumble into a win here and there. But if you don't have the foundation of hard work, you won't be able to sustain it. Hard work isn't just about getting it. It's about keeping it. Think about the farmer. He can't plant seeds today and expect crops tomorrow. He has to wake up early, day after day, tending the ground, watering the soil, protecting it from weeds before he ever sees a harvest. And when the harvest finally comes, it's not luck, it's the direct result of his work. That's how success works. You put in the unseen hours. You grind when nobody's clapping. You stay disciplined when nobody's watching. And eventually, the work pays you back. People will call it luck. People will say you had it easy. People will try to downplay it. But deep down, you'll know it wasn't luck. It was labor. It wasn't chance. It was consistency. It wasn't handed to you. It was earned. That's why hard work feels so good, because you know nobody can take it away from you. You've got to stop negotiating with the grind. Stop telling yourself you'll give half today and go all in tomorrow. Stop telling yourself you'll work hard when the conditions are right. Conditions will never be perfect. Opportunities will never wait until you're ready. The only thing you can control is your work ethic. And that's the one thing that can't be faked. If you're tired of being broke, tired of being stuck, tired of being average, there's only one solution. Work harder. If you're tired of seeing other people live the life you want, stop watching and start grinding. Hard work isn't glamorous. It isn't always fun. It isn't always easy, but it is always worth it, because it's the one investment that never lies, never cheats, never fails. What you put in is exactly what you get out. So stop waiting for the shortcut. Stop searching for the substitute. Stop hoping for the easy way. There is no easy way. There is only the hard way. And that's why so few people make it. But the ones who do, they're the ones who understood from the beginning, hard work has no substitutes. Every single time you say, I'll do it later, you're lying to yourself. Every single time you say, I'll start tomorrow, you're pushing your dream one more day further away. And here's the truth. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Opportunity doesn't wait forever. Life doesn't stop and hold the door open while you make excuses. The question you've got to ask yourself is simple. Why not now? And why not you? You see other people winning and you clap for them, but deep down you wonder if it could ever be you. You scroll through success stories and you admire them, but you don't realize the only difference between them and you is that they decided to start. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They didn't wait until they felt fully ready. They didn't wait until the money showed up or the support came through or the fear went away. They looked at the mountain in front of them and said, why not now? Why not me? The problem is you keep thinking you need more time. You keep telling yourself, when the timing is right, I'll go all in. When I've got more resources, when I've got more energy, when I feel more confident, then I'll start. But let me tell you, that moment will never come. The timing will never be perfect. The fear will never disappear. The resources will never magically appear in your hands. You've got to move anyway. You've got to say yes anyway. You've got to take the step now, not later. Why not now? What are you waiting for? Another year to pass, another birthday, another chance at the same resolution you already broke 10 times. You don't need another fresh start. You need to finish what you already started. You need to stop postponing the life you were meant to live. Every second you wait, somebody else is taking action. Every minute you delay, somebody else is building the future you say you want. And here's the scary truth. If you keep waiting, you'll be watching other people live your dream while you're still sitting on the sidelines convincing yourself that you'll start someday. And why not you? Who told you that you weren't qualified? Who told you that you weren't good enough? Who told you that greatness was reserved for somebody else? Let me remind you, every single person you admire, every single person you look up to, every single person who made it started out just like you. They had doubts, they had fears, they had weaknesses. But the difference was they didn't let those things stop them. They looked in the mirror and said, why not me? Why not now? You don't need permission to chase your dream. You don't need validation from anybody else. You don't need everybody to clap for you or believe in you before you begin. All you need is a decision. The decision to stop waiting, the decision to stop watching, the decision to stop wishing, the decision to act. Do you understand what's at stake? Your family is waiting on you. Your community is waiting on you. Your future is waiting on you. And every day you hesitate, you're not just delaying yourself. You're delaying everybody connected to you. Somebody out there is waiting for you to show up so they can believe it's possible for them too. That's why your yes matters. That's why your action matters. You've got to stop thinking small. You've got to stop waiting for someone else to give you the green light. You are the green light, the power to move, the power to start, the power to build. It's already in your hands. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to stop waiting and start working.